So yeah, there you go. So look, this is going to be mute. It's going to go, you know, it'll be fine in a couple of weeks. It'll be fixed, but it just shouldn't be released like that. I mean, it's not a me problem, is it? It's not a you problem either. It's a their problem. Really? $70? But it's all down to this amazingly modeled, study level 3D cockpit that allows you to really fly 737 in your own home.
Nevertheless, brave danger, I fear, in his training.
it as a picture on Discord, and I'll have them odd random stream during the week, and I'll see you then, folks.
Yeah, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.
You will certainly miss the buttons and special goodbye there, folks. See what happens. The sea is climbing all over the place. The one I'm crashing right, those buttons. It's time for us to sign off. I think she wants to treat. Do you want to treat with the buttons? Do you want to treat? Okay, just look at me until I actually get off the seat. Excellent, folks. Pleasure as always. You too. See you next time.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to another flight on this time on the 737-900 EOR. Yeah, for some reason the EOR, I don't know why. I think it's to do with the winglets. I don't know. A bit of research needs to be done, but there's no difference inside the cockpit, I can tell you. Here we are. We're in Lufthansa livery, probably because we're in Germany, and we're in the Paderborn Lippstadt. Paderborn Lippstadt place. Good news this week, folks, this Friday. Happy Friday to everyone, by the way, including producer Buttons, whose collar has come off. This is the producer Buttons after your terrible accident on Friday, which hurt your paw. So I think it's only fair we give producer Buttons a little treat. Would you like a treat, Buttons? Yes, he wants a treat. Let's give producer Buttons a little treat. There you go, Buttons. Oh, there you go. High value treat there for producer Buttons. Welcome. And as always, Paderborn Lippstadt. We were here a while ago and we were kind of joking around. In Paderborn Lippstadt, we have some celebrities for folks. We have Conan O'Brien, ladies and gentlemen. Conan O'Brien is on the show. Conan O'Brien. Also, The Edge from U2. There's The Edge there from U2. Welcome to The Edge there. There's The Edge. Welcome to The Edge. Stoner Guy is also with us. He does not look well at all. And other people that looks like people I've met in the past as well. So there you go, folks. We got a bit of a crew today. So I think the EOR is these little cool things here. Now it's interesting. What happens is I can't really show you. I'd love to show you diagrams and all that fancy stuff. Why are these there? Well, they used to have, as you know, just this one, right? Just that one. But what happens is you get turbulence coming at the end of the wing. It's kind of span-wise flow. It comes off this side this way and that side the other way, and you get a lot of turbulence and drag. So what they've done is at the end of the wing you get a lot of drag. So what they've done is they've tipped it up so the span-wise flow hits this here and kind of minimises the drag, and it's the same at the bottom. So why now do they have these? Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat there, folks, if you think I haven't explained it correctly. Why two now? Why was there none to begin with? Why was there no tip? Well, the problem was the weight. The weight. See, every little inch counts in the airlines, right? The weight. It added weight to the aircraft, so they didn't bother. But now with these light composite materials, they added this one here, and then of course they added that one down there because they got these strong light materials, and hence you've got the winglets. Yeah, pretty cool. And there you go, folks. That's why. Now, it's a bit of a subject, but it's, I need to draw a diagram. So in other words, yeah, I'll leave it there. I can't draw on the drawing board. It's so frustrating. So there you go, folks. Let's hop in the cockpit and get started and say hello to everybody who's on the chat. Flying Michi's with us on Twitch. Flying Michi says, milestone achieved. Flying Michi watched 3 consecutive streams this month and sparked a watch streak. Oh wow, did you get a little notification there, Flying Michi? Thank you very much for watching. Happy days. He says, evening all. So a milestone for Flying Michi. Happy days. Mich, I can't pronounce it. It's going to shoot me one day. On YouTube. Clappy D's with us on YouTube. Hi Clappy D, how are you doing? As always, happy days. Scooby's with us. Good evening to you, Scooby, as well. Some Brandon Phillips is with us as well. He's saying good evening. Nighthawk is with us as well. Oh, I like the Gibraltar landing and the Australian Virgin livery. Nice, isn't it? A little bit about it. Yeah, very nice. Did I have the Virgin livery in Gibraltar? Probably. Some Brandon Phillips is with us. Sorry I haven't been on the streams lately. Been slightly busy. That's okay, some Brandon Phillip. We all get busy. We step away from flight simming, We step away for a couple of months we come back to it. Do you know? That's how it works, isn't it? Sir Madam Phillips says, I would join today, but the sim is updating. I know everyone's complaining about the sim update. I got away with it. I just got on. Was it the day before yesterday came up, the update? And I was an hour before. I said, I'll kick it off. I said, oh, it's an update. Because that would have screwed my stream timing, wouldn't it? That flashing's back again. And Algon Star Graves with his situation, good people. Salutation, good people, he said. Salutations, good people. Okay, let's get this puppy on the road. I've already done my flight plan. So all we have to do is put on the battery here. There we go. Oh, that's because my throttles are in the wrong place. Very good. And I'm going to race towards the APU now. Let's get that on. Let's leave ground power out and see what happens, shall we? We leave ground power out and see what happens? Let's see what happens. Let's not use the ground power today. Good. So to the checklist. Doesn't take much longer now. Parker brake set. Is it by default? No, it's not. No, that's very bold. Press the brakes and that will work now with the update. It's also an update for the PMDG as well, by the way. Batteries guarded and closed. Yes, I just did that. Standby power guarded and closed. It is by default. No, it's not. That's the emergency. Standby. I've been in trouble now. There's a standby power guarded and closed. Fuel tanks. Let's put the pumps on. Boom, 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 boom to you. APU is starting. There, it's just gone up to 6 there. Now I've got to wait until I put on the generators. But what does it tell me? How do I know? Let me just have a look here and see. The light will turn on and off here somewhere. There we go. Boom. And boom. So we're getting power now from the APU. Happy days. Position lights on to steady. Yep, they're on steady. Logo light. We'll put the logo light on. Anti-collision light. Put them on now, assuming we're loaded. We'll put the wing lights on for shits and giggles. We leave the wheel well lights off. Cabin lights is required. Okay, let's get our cabin lights. Let's get some lightage going on here. Let's light this place up like a Christmas tree, folks. Do you know? That's that done. Now, will it be dark when we come in? So let's not go too crazy. Let's not go too crazy. Let's get this is a little bit too bright here. Remember I came in yesterday, I was complaining, wow, you know. I was saying, wow, that's very bright. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom to you. Put a little bit of background lighting on. Just a little bit. Let's not go crazy. Do you know? Oh, come on. Fair bit down. Come on. That flashing is doing my head in. If anyone knows what... I've tried all the different settings in Microsoft Flight Sim. I've tried them all. Other lights, other lights, other lights, other lights. Here. Is there a light here somewhere? Am I thinking of the air? But there's the panel light here. There we go. Happy days. I messed with that. Great. Passenger signs. Let's get them all buckled up and all that kind of crack and stuff. That's the seat on. We put that. Need that on auto there. We'll leave it on all. Pax auto. Boom. Boom. IRS mode selectors. Oh, I should have done that the minute I stepped in, really, shouldn't I? 1, 2. 1, 2. Because it takes time. IRS mode selectors. FMC to set. Right, let's go to our flight plan, folks, and upload our flight plan. Let's go into FMC. Let's go. Let's follow along here. Nav data out of date. Well, they must have an update just today. Don't worry about that. Now to get the weather. I was getting into trouble for that. So go to page 2. And choose the one on the left for some reason. I've got to find out why that is. Copy that. Go to previous page. And use. There we go. Happy days. And then to route. Request flight plan. Got 3 in here. We want put up on Lippstadt. Oh dear. I left my pad on the other desk, folks. Bear with me for a moment. I need my little writing pad. Need some stuff to write things down on, no? Right, there we go. Got off the desk there. Which reminds me, I know I said I'd do a video. On all your setups, right? Keep those. If you change your setup, keep sending them in. I get to it. Just time is, you know. Time, they say, is the fire which we all burn, and I'm burning in it now. We're all burning in it. So I will get to it. I will. I just want to get that time, and I want to get the cool thing for my camera. I like to do it well, as you know, if I'm doing videos, you know, because it's fun. Right, where are we going to? Echo Delta Lima Papa. I just want to double check that to Lima Sierra. That's it. There you go. I'll have you. Select. And request. Good. So I hope you're all having a happy Friday. I know you're all getting ready to go out. We're doing a one-way trip today. We're not going to do a return trip. Scooby's with us. Some random Philip, I said that. Nighthawk, some random Philip. Did I read all the comments? I did. Peter Bevington's with us. Limp Rocketeer's with us. Ricardo Rico. Lufthansa hasn't got this aircraft type. Why not try some other airline for more realism? Well, Ricardo, interesting, because that's an interesting one, because this comes with the PMDG. It comes with PMDG. So I don't know. They only have very few liveries. The only ones they have is realistic ones, and they have a Lufthansa one with the 900 AR. You know, load. So I don't know. Was the question. Did you figure out what the flashing was? Says Sir Amanda Phillips. You didn't know the last time I joined the stream. No, I haven't figured it out. I tried all the different settings for the stream, and no luck. But stop now for a moment. It's a strange one. Clappy D says, read the right flashing. Turn bloom off the settings. Do you think? Let's go in here. I think bloom. Oh, maybe it's bloom. Oh, Clappy D, do you reckon that's it? Let's blind save that. Bloom. Let's see if it happens again. You let me know. Okay. That'd be great. You'll be a star of the day if that works, Clappy D. Remind me later to say it stopped. You know, let's load the mass balance there. The 0 for you. Wait, thank you. Reserves. You have to put something in reserves, otherwise your nav won't work. Cost index. We'll do a Ryanair 5. Flight level. The flight plan is telling me 27,000 feet. This is telling me 24. So today I'm going to try something new. I'm going to go 24,400. I'm going to go 24, right? Flight level 240. I'm going to do what it says there, right? And see how that works. Great. Happy days. That's on the next page. So that's all fine. N1 limit. No, there's no point going in here for takeoff until we get our arrival departure runway. So into arrival departure. We're departing runway 24. And our GID D1W, that's it. Oh, GID's Golf India Sierra Delta 1 or I1W, that'll do. Happy days, execute. Let's go back into departure arrival, to our arrival. We're arriving into Zurich in runway 14. ILS runway 14. We want to use the or I Lima Alpha 2 Alpha. That's it. There we go. We'll have you execute you, and let's go to legs next. Let's switch to plan mode. Let's go to 40 miles out, and you'll see it all changes here. And now we will be able to go next page. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, no. Let's go back a bit. Let's zoom in a tad. There. And just let's examine that. Next page. No, I don't go to the next page. That was footage. Step. Okay. We expect this kind of thing to happen. So there is a break. Step. So copy this guy to here. Execute. That'll break that. So what's happened there is it. So your radar vectored in. So you're going to get close, you know. So let's just zoom out a little bit and see how that looks. Okay, that looks like a 10-mile final. Just about, though. So I'll be worried about that. We might add a waypoint like we did the last day. We'll probably add a waypoint out here. So it'll be a nice 30-degree intercept rather than that looks like 120 degrees to me. So on the way, I'll add a waypoint. Okay. I'm going to write notes here when I'm going to talk about add waypoint. Add waypoint. So we're going to learn how to add a waypoint. I got that written down. It's in the checklist, I think it is. So that'll do. We're good. We're good for that. Let's go back to map mode and let's go back to 10 miles. We'll do 5. I love the way I see people walking by here. Do you know, when you're kind of in the cockpit doing this stuff? Yep. Okay, so V2 speeds and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go and use my head here. No, into FMC. I'm going to go to net ref, index, performance, N1 limit, takeoff, and here we've got our V speed. So I'm going to take off at 5, and then we got our V1, V2. It's all calculated for you because I don't have electronic flight bag. That's it. Good. Okay, now our takeoff safety speed is 164 knots. I'm going to plug that in here. 164. 164 knots. And also our heading on the runway is heading on the runway. Oh, let's get the right one in here. Echo Delta Lima. I think I had that already selected. Yeah, I did. Just to be sure. Just to be sure. We're taking off runway 24. 235. So heading 235. And of course I have to wind and wind. 235. No, that's of course. Heading is 225. There we go. Done. Altitude, however, we go straight up, shall we, to 27,000 feet. 27. Unless it will obey the restrictions, of course. 27,000 feet. No, I didn't say it was 27. We changed that, didn't we? We said we'd go by what the computer's telling us today. So 24 at once. So I said 24. It's 24,400. We're going to go 24 and see what happens. Just set it. It said 24,500. We'll put 24 there. And that's it. That's it for that. Checklist. Checklist. Keeping an eye on producer buttons there. So Clappy D, I haven't seen a white flash now, Clappy D, for a little bit, in all fairness to you. We're going to have to tip our hats to you, Clappy D. That's a real contribution out to the channel. That kind of stuff, you know, is a real contribution. It's a serious contribution, as well as Robert Thymes there yesterday and a couple of days this week. He's been really, that's a real contribution out to the channel, teaching me how to fly this. You know, and as time goes on, it'll get better and better and better. Okay, I was waiting for the APU. I got distracted there with the flight plan. APU now started. Did I? I did. I don't think it does any hard to switch them down again. Position light, logo, lights, cabin, and FMC. Okay, transponder, relieve that. ILS, max speed, I've set that. Heading, takeoff runway, I've set that. Initial altitude. Yeah, we set that. Yaw damper is above my head. Where? See, I don't know what this is. What's this? What's this thing here? What is that? There's the yaw damper there. I don't know what that is. We'll find out what that is. Window heat up here. Boom, 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 boom. Flat altitude on the pressure, 24,000 feet, which is over here. You want to get that, otherwise you get alarms and people will, you know, fall asleep and then suffocate, which is, you know, displeasing. Our altitude here is at 500 feet. Well, it's landing really we're concerned about. I'll put 200 feet there for the moment. Clappy D says, laughing out loud, we'll keep a crooked eye out for the flashes. Yeah, we haven't got one yet. So it's the bloom. How did you find that out, Clappy D? How did you, because I was looking that up. When they first started, I spent ages, and I'll say, I'll try again tomorrow. But I spent quite a while. I couldn't find it anywhere. Nighthawk says, is that thing part of the hood system? That's what I'm kind of guessing, but there's a hood here. It could be, actually, but you can't move it down. I can't seem to get it down. We'll do that in the cruise, and let me know. I don't like the hoods. I don't know why. I find them just an unnecessary add-on. I don't know. I'm sure a captain would tell me different, but I'd like to find out. They're just straight off the bat. I think it's an unnecessary gimmick. Landing altitude set, flight directions both on. So we're starting to move along. I'm starting to move along now. You see how confused I was when I first did this? Do you know, LNAV and VLAV as required. Pop those on. Good. Minimums ref. That's for coming in the way in. Now you would probably set this in case you're going to come right back to the airfield, but we're in a sim, so don't worry about that. You'd set all your instruments for return trip after takeoff if you have a problem after takeoff. Altimeter reference in hectopascals. Let's make sure we do it now. There we go. Auto brake is set to rejected takeoff. Comms, radios, doors. Okay, good. For start takeoff checklist, let's get our pushback first. The sun's come out again. Let's get pushback. Let's get everything disconnected though first. No, to get everything disconnected, you're gonna go to the menu. They're taking ages with their electronic flight black. I don't know why. I don't know why it's a big deal for PFDG, but I do tell you this. Let me just cancel FS actions here. Ground services. Get rid of you. Oh no, we don't have that. It's just the chocks we need now today. I think the gate will come away on its own. Oh no, that's the thing. Okay, so we have to ask the tower then to get rid of the gate. Disconnect you, please. And push back. There we go. Brakes off. Just press the brakes. I like that. It's really cool. Yeah, okay, fine. I know what that is. So we want the nose to the tail to the left. To my left. Come on, push back, people. I should really have that open, shouldn't I? Come on. Let's look outside. There we go. We're going to push back, folks. There we go. Let's hop in here. We want the nose tail to the left, didn't I say? No, to the right. Oops, did I hit the wrong one? I did. There we go. Very nice. Qinggong Airline. I don't know what to tell you. I think it'll push right on. I think it'll push us right onto the grass. You know, we can stop there. Stop, please. Push back. Go away and disconnect from the aircraft. Thank you very much. Yeah, he was going to push us onto the grass there, wasn't he? Excellent. Let's put the brake on again to press your brake pedals. And there we go. Then release them again, and let's continue on. Then let's get the auto throttle to the armed position. Auto throttle armed. Let's get some music going. Auto throttle is armed. Fuel pumps are on. Fuel pumps. All the fuel pumps are on again. Good. Electric hydraulic pumps. There we go. Anti-collision light should be on already, which I did. Parker brake is set. Ground equipment is removed. Engine area clear. Display unit engine. I like to have it so it shows me the N2 up here. So there, you see it's here now. That just, my eyes don't have to go down all the way down here, which displeases me. Okay, let's start the engines then. Let's start with the left. Now thank you to Robert Times. This is not here, right? Just to recap here. See this here, engine start? Robert Times is saying, you just have it left or right. You don't have to switch left to switch on the left and then right to switch on the right. These are two separate systems, so if one's broken, the other one's still active. So you don't have to switch from left to right. It's just one or the other, because they're two different ignition systems. There's one ignition system on the right and the left. So to guard here. Let's have a look at N1 here. Oh, guess what? What have I forgotten? Auto scripters sim forgotten. You know it, I know it. It's the APU bleed. That should be off. That should be off. Pack should be off. How did I miss that? Oh, wasn't the check this off APU bleed here? Now we should be getting something. There we go. N2. 17, 18, 19. I said 25, I think, for it to, to be a good boy. 25. Now we add the fuel to the left engine. There we go. Left engine. Or left fuel. What's going on? Oh, my views. I've got to do my views again. Do you mind if I do my views again? Because it's a 900, it's different now. So to set your views, for those of you who don't know, I'm using the arrow keys for slew right, left, and this is up and down, just for your arrow keys. Hold the Alt if you want to go back. See, hold the Alt with the arrow keys. Now I should really point to where I'm going here. There we go. So Alt forward arrow to set our views, okay? So I wish it would go quicker. But you gotta be patient, unfortunately. There's the first class cabin. I don't know why they bother. What do they pay for? Why can't I go any further? Did I get stuck there? I did. I got stuck in the middle of the seat. So why first class? Why? Like, let's say it's 800 quid, or let's say it's 200 quid to go for a small trip. If you go first class, it's going to be €1,000 or €1,200. Probably more. For what? Do you know? So strangers are impressed by you. That's what a lot of people do. They spend a fortune to impress strangers. You'll never see them again. Save your money. You know, give it to charity. I mean, okay, if you're feeling sick, or if you got bad back, or, you know, some medical thing, fine, and you have the money as well, fine. But if you're perfectly healthy, why would you seat in first class? Okay, if you're pathetically loaded, you know, I wouldn't break my, you know. Now, so now that I got my view, I'm going to hit Control Alt 1. That's view 1. So now I just hit Alt 1 and it'll go there all the time. Let's get the second one. You only have to do this once, by the way. This time I'm going to go further back in the wing. I just like those views. But every aircraft you've got to redo this. Just the once though. Which is choice use. Let me take this one here. No, maybe the next one if there's more room. Yeah, this one. There we go. There we go. Get the view there. Move the camera a bit here now. And Control Alt 2. So if I hit Alt 1, there we go there. If I hit Alt 2, there we go there. Alt 2 again. Oh. That's supposed to put you back in the cockpit. Alt 1. Alt 1 again. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway. Yeah. What? Control space will get you back into the cockpit. Right, so there's the view set. Left engine is set. Let's start the right engine now, and this is clicked up into the other. Okay, so grind for the right. See, I still have it in left. Let's have a look at the left engine there, or the right engine. Sorry, right engine. The right engine. Clappy D says. He was saying I was getting white flashes on the screens, you know, and he's saying the white flashing, turn off bloom settings in your settings in the sim. He says that'll keep a crooked eye. He said it'll keep a crooked eye for the flashes. Then Nighthawk said, "Is that part of the HUD system?" Oh, that was another question. My best friend, Madame Google. Oh, Google. So Clappy is saying you found that out in Google. Okay, I couldn't find it. The Nighthawk is saying, "Is that part of the HUD system?" I don't know. I think I read that out. I don't know. It would be logically, it would be, wouldn't it? When I worked in Aer Lingus, Clappy D says, they insisted that all staff travel in first class. Probably changed now. Oh, really? Insisted? They insisted that. That's nice. That's kind of a plus. Do you know? That's kind of a plus. Electrics now. So the electrics thing will be sorted out in a second. There's our engine now, and now we can hit the window view there. There we go. There we go. I like it. I like it. We'll be gone now soon, folks. Flyme Meech says, don't know why it shows me the Airbus. I'm in the Antonov 225. Are you? Are you with us in the Antonov? Let's see, because I paid for that yesterday. I paid for the Antonov. Let's tag up. Let's reset the cam here just to get all that zoom stuff done. I can't see an Antonov here. That's infuriating. So, Flying Michi, your handle is Flying Michi, isn't it? Where's the bloody Antonov then? Where's Flying Michi? There's Flying Michi, and it's showing up in Airbus A320. There could be a bug, you know. That's a terrible, unfortunate thing. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Klein Mage. It shows you in a feckin' Airbus. That's very annoying. I wish they'd sort that out. See, these are the kind of things, rather than, oh, sceneries, and just get it right. Fix all the bugs, Flight Simulator. Now, it is still fantastic, but fix the bugs, will you? They're not going to watch this. They're not going to watch this. But fix the bugs. I tell you, if I was in there now, these games companies, it's all about money, see. They've got to make their money. They did lash out, didn't they? They did really splurge. They didn't tell anyone they were designing this for a couple of years beforehand, by the way. They spent a fortune on it. So I'm not going to get mad at them. They'll fix it. They got a whole load of things to fix, please, people. I'm flying, Nighthawk's flying the Airbus A330-900 Neo. Excellent, Nighthawk. Excellent. Okay, where was I? Both engines are started. Right. For takeoff, this goes on to continuous. Right. This goes on to both then. Or does it? I don't know. Generators now can come on for the engines. And they can come off for the APU. And the APU now can come off. So the APU is coming down. It should be spooling down in a second. Before start, generators, probe heat, wing anti-ice. Don't worry about that. Let's check though, however, we have real world weather. That's that little check. Live weather is on. Packs are auto. APU bleach to come off. That goes back to auto. Access and valve to auto, which I've just done. APU bleeds off, APU's off, engine start switches on to continuous. Flaps as required, folks. Flap Baroonies to 5 degrees. Flaps going down to 5.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome
elevator
to this
trim
mostly
set to take off.
uncomfortable and exhausting flight. We will be
Okay,
taking
let's
off
figure that out.
shortly. We ask that you fasten your seatbelts and stow your loud babies in the overhead soundproof lockers. Those of you with the large
with
oversized
regards
adult
to
babies can stow them under your feet. We also ask that your seat and
trim.
table ties are in their upright position for
transition is
takeoff.
5,000 feet.
Please ensure all personal electronic devices, including laptops, cell phones, and powered sexual implements are powered off.
The
Smoking
trim?
is
I just
prohibited
can't recall
throughout
now.
this
No,
flight,
need that.
but we will
Index,
serve large
performance,
amounts of alcohol
takeoff,
to
no?
ensure that your intoxication
Trim,
levels are
center
high.
trim.
For those of you who are feeling
let me get our trim.
unruly, alcohol is provided to ensure your
4.76.
personal intoxication and dehydration on arrival. Those of you who are mentally compromised will also be offered alcohol.
There we
But
go.
smoking e-cigarettes is mostly definitely prohibited. This will make sense to us for some reason. Thank
Flight
you
controls.
for choosing Reaper
For
Team
your
for
flight
your
controls.
flight, and we hope you enjoy this journey with us.
For your flight controls, you can do the following. Hit the engine button there. No, sorry, sys. The engine there. Sys. There we go. So, there you go. So, you can check all your controls this way. Because you can't look behind you and see, folks. So, you know, it would be clever if they had the trim set there, wouldn't it? And, of course, the rudders and all that kind of stuff. Flight controls are full frame correct. Recall a 737-800 order. What problems have we got? We got a master caution here. What's that? What could that be? Flaps are set. That's fine. Oh, we got another problem there, folks. What is Gripper Sim not set? What is Gripper Sim not set? What's set? Ah, do you know what it is? Emergency, outside of the emergency exit lights, or the yaw damper. It's on. Might be the emergency exit lights. I don't see how that would. I don't know how you take this thing. What that's for? I don't know what that's doing. But it's gone off now. So it was the emergency exit lights. Wow. Door display unit off. That's this one down here. So we just switch this button over here, isn't it? No, is it here? There we go. Door display taxi lights on runway turn off lights. Let's taxi. Let's go, folks. Boom, boom, boom. Let's rock and roll. And add a bit of power and taxi out of here. Check to see that I have flaps 5 set. I have flaps 5 set, and let's rock and roll. Come on. Come on. Oh, F12, 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 F12. F12. Come on. Come on. Come on. Are you moving? There we go. Everything's fine. Everything worked perfectly normally there. Right, let's taxi back to the end of the runway. Which I have to say, that's a little bit dull now. Right. Is that one there? No. Is it this one here? Okay, let me come to a halt here for a second. It's just going to annoy me a little bit. Okay, I'm going to switch off the Toby here. This guy here. What's that? Come on. No one here? This one here, which is it? Which is it? Now that's, leave that there. There we go, that's the one I want bright. Okay. I don't know what the inner one is for, but I tell you what, this one was too bright coming in the last day. So, you hold it down. There we go. Why is that giving me hectopascals? I'm going to hit the B button now for the QH. QH is 1003. Once and thrice. Once, twice, thrice. QH is set. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Mr. Airplane. There, okay, we're moving, folks. We're moving. We're going. Clear, kind of very nice skies here. In Paderborn, Lippstadt. Do you know? Very clear. Very clear indeed. Easy now, don't break any speed limits, Skipper Sim. There we go. Do you know what, Clappy D? You've fixed that problem I've been having for weeks now, right? And that problem, Clappy D, is the flashing. So if you get flashing on your screen, it's bloom. Switch bloom off. Thank you, Clappy D. Clappy D, hero for Clappy D buttons is absolutely delighted. Hey ho, Clappy D. Hero of the stream, folks. We got a hero of the stream very early on, and that's Clappy D. Thank you very much, Clappy D. Also, Clappy D says don't forget to hit the recording button. I never once forgot to hit the recorder, Clappy D. Never once. Never once. I always remember to record the flight. All the time. Mav, greetings. He says APU. Oh, that was when we were having problems. Yeah, I switched the APU off. Oddly enough, it's gone off there. Yeah, it's off. Happy days. Thank you, though, Mav. Thank you. Keep that up. Mav64. Cheers. It's a real good. How did I figure that out? You know, but look. It's odd. As you more fly and you go, I saw it was at a place the emergency exit lights. It's funny, isn't it? It looks incredibly intimidating. I was very intimidated when I first started flying this. To a degree, I still am, but much less. Because your eyes get used to it. You know, when you learn a little bit by it's like anything, isn't it? I'm going to come to halt here and do everything right. Because you should be doing all this stuff as you turn onto the runway. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to hold here, put on the parking brake. Double check that the flight directors are both on, 1 and 2, and arm and our altitude set, our course is set. Heading is all set, and that's all good. We want to get ready for takeoff now, so we want the transponder. So you'll be doing this as you're rolling onto the runway. TRRA. Flaps are set. Lights. Both are on continuous. Is that it? Let's do the checklist. For takeoff checklist. Parking brake, fuel flow. Oh yeah, the fuel flow. Oh yeah, there's a lot more. Fuel flow. De-ice, don't worry about that. Cabin lights, don't worry about that. Brightness, Mr. Set, engine takeoff data. V1, V2 and VR is set. Yes, V2 set. Nav equipment all fine. Landing lights are on. Strobe lights to come on. Now, hang on. Position, strobe and steady. And then it says steady down below. So is that off? And that on? I don't know. So I think it's the middle it's flashing? Or is it off? Position, strobe and steady. I don't know. I just don't know. Taxi lights off, transponder TRRA, TFC. Oh, the traffic button. I wrote that in there. That's thanks to Robert Times. Traffic button. There we go. And the clock and toggle button and go. Let's get the brakes off and get on the runway and go, folks. Come on. Come on. Oh, there's everybody behind. Reset the cam. Let's say hello to the folks. There's Flying Midge, Nighthawk, and Dim Brocketeer folks are with us. Thank you for following along, folks. I love the way you've queued. I love the way you've queued neatly. Do you know, like you would in the real world? That is really cool the way you guys do that. Decluttering now for takeoff and the eye candy. Oh, we got a new. Oh wow, we have a super chat. Ricardo Valerigo. Thank you very much, Ricardo. You are too generous, sir. He says, wishing a great flight, Captain. Ricardo Valerigo, I hope, first of all, I pronounced your name properly. You haven't butchered it. Rico, thank you very much. Rico, do give us a chat. And join us on the North European server. Do you know, join us on the North European server and fly along. We have a Discord. Do you know? It's all free. Just join us. North European server, though, anytime. You know, let's set the clock before I run out of runway. And 50% of the power. 50% forward on the stick. And toggle button. Oh, it's hard to find. It's hard to find. Where's it? There you go. Toggle button, and off we go. We're rocking and rolling now. Ricardo, we're rocking. We got 80 knots now. Release the back pressure in the control column a little bit. We're hurtling along here at 1 million miles an hour. Well, 130 to be honest. Coming up to V1. Oh, it is a short runway, folks. And V1. Rotate. Oh, not too much. Don't get a tail strike. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Let's fly it manually for a bit, will we? Let's not go over 15 degrees either. That's the view. Oh no, that screwed things up. I left the C button on. There is the Paderborn Lippstadt there, folks. No, we're still good. We're still good. Just as long as you have it trimmed, you're all good. I'm not climbing at 20 degrees. I don't know if that makes sense. It wants me to climb 20 degrees. So, you know. No. Oh, I went over 15 now. So, let's take it easy. Flaps to 1. Let's stick on the autopilot. That might be the constraints. Come on, run on. And we're going to take the flaps up now in a second. So our flaps 1. And we'll take the flaps up 1 now. There we go. Flaps up. Let's have a look at the window. Very nice. So, Alt 1. So let's save the view there. And this one is a bit too high as well. So, Alt 2. Excellent. It's a very normal day, isn't it? It's a very normal day outside. I like bad weather. Oh, my statements come apart. I like the bad weather more so. Okay, let's keep on top of things here. Gear lever to the neutral position. We're flying. We're on spec. All's good. So after takeoff checklist, flaps are up, gear is up and off. That's it. Positive rate of climb autopilot. Yeah, we've done all that. That's just memory. Climb out, command A or B. Yeah, I've pretty much done it. Altimeter set to push 5,000 feet is the transition. Let's get standard once. twice and thrice. Below 10,000 feet, max 250 knots. We're 250 knots. We've got 3,000 feet to go. 3,000 feet to go. 10,000 feet. ATC is required. Landing lights off. Fasten safety belts off. That's after 10,000 feet. Happy days. Great. Great. Happy days. So, Ricardo, are you a simmer or are you just kind of watching or thinking about it? We're looking for newbies. That's what we're doing, Ricardo. And we're looking for newbies because to get people into it. Let me get rid of some of the cameras here just so I can for some eye candy action. We're looking for new people because all of us, most of us, were falling all over. You want to see the streams early on. Most of us were falling all over the place coming into land. We're all over the shop. I didn't have a clue how to fly a big jet, so I've done the Airbus in this one, but I haven't done it. It's 1% of what they actually do. Getting from A to B in my brain is the 1% of the knowledge you need to fly one of those in the real world. So 1% being flight sim capable to get from A to B. I call it where the skeleton is the 1% and the rest is putting the meat on the bones, isn't it? So, but it's great fun, and I'm learning this, and then I can pass this what I know, what I know I can pass on then, isn't it? Yep. So switch off the. I'll get rid of my face for a moment, and there we go. Some eye candy. Thank you, Clappy D. Also, Clappy D put a new link to the stream there for the Discord. Peter Bevington says, already gone as I'm in a slower 146. I'll see you guys up there. Brilliant, Peter. I like the 146. It is a complicated aircraft to fly, though. You know? It's even harder than this one. Ricardo says, I am a simmer, all right. Nice one. Excellent. Are you an experienced? Are you... What I mean by experienced. What I'm really asking is, could you help me when I have problems? Like, you know, a lot of the guys... Well, this is how I learned to fly these. I wouldn't have a clue otherwise. So, you know, I think anything like... I'm on YouTube now, and people really watch YouTube when they want knowledge. Do you know, so I'm planning in the future, if I get the time, if I ever get the time, and I will get the time eventually, maybe one day, I don't know. You know, little videos like, how does this work here? What does that do? I have a picture of that in the thumbnail. What does that do? You know, what's the anti-skid and how does that work? And that's it. There's a lot of shit behind these guys. You know, what's, you know, lighting of the 737, you know? What are all these? What's all this for? You know, all these little videos. There's a million videos of this. Little video, 5-minute videos. Do you know what's the TFC button for? You know, what's this for? What's that for? You know? So that kind of stuff. Knowledge is power, isn't it? Knowledge is, you know, it's going to take me a while to build it up. And of course, if I ever get to make the videos again, which I hope I do, that's a learning for me, because I go to myself, okay, I have a rough idea how, you know, the fuel system works, for example. You know, what's this for? I'd have on the title. You know? Or the stop trip is another one, you know? What's this for? And I have a whole thing behind it, how it works and how you start up the aircraft and all that kind of crap. And that takes a lot of work, maybe one day. Who knows? Okay, let's zoom out a little bit because you can see only a few miles in front of us. So good. Top of climbing up here. Find out where the banana is, so that'll change. Let's go to Prague here and see how much we gotta go. We have 261 nautical miles to go. 1 sec. So 260 miles to go. We got a bit of time. Air status. So now the next thing is to get ready for our arrival. Not sure we're on a gripper sim flight, says Limp Rocketeer. The weather's too nice. Yes, it is too nice. Let's have a look. I'm gonna look at the real world weather here on my phone. I'm using an app called Aero Weather, one word. It's got it's a blue icon with a silver wind vane on it. It's free. You can buy an updated version if you choose. You don't have to. Just sip out my lovely tasty beverage there. Okay. Okay, Aero Weather. Sierra Silver Hotel. Boom. Oh, it's Cav okay. I'm very disappointed. Anyway, I'll read the weather. In Zurich. Lima Sierra Zulu Hotel. Issued on the 24th of 1920 Zulu, which is today. The wind is 240 at 10 knots. Cav okay. Cav okay means C-A-V-O-K means Cav okay. There's no cloud below 5,000 feet and the weather's clear up to 10k or more. Plus change. So it's nice weather. But remember, Cav okay, remember the little details there. Some people are looking up and they're going, it's not Cav okay. No, the cloud base is above 5,000 feet. So it can be, the cloud base can be 5,000 feet, but it's clear underneath that. Anyway, temperature sign 2.5, QNH 1013, which is standard. Oh, that's handy today. And no significant change. Boring. Okay. I'm gonna take the good with the bad, I suppose. No bad weather for Gripperson today. Activate the window. Where's my mouse gone? There it is. Let's see the boys how they're getting on. Let's tag up. It's gonna get busy now shortly. There's the Rocketeer, there's Skyhawk behind. Let's fly Midge. Up high. Let's beat New Zealand way off in the BA 146. That's 143 there. What was 146? The aircraft above here, you can see all the aircraft with a Contra. They're actually way more traffic, which is nice to have. Let's see clutter now and enjoy the view. And this one, first thing I noticed is this time the wings are actually shorter than the body, I think, or at least the same size, same length, should I say? I can hear the engines coming back. So I presume we're at our altitude there. Oops, sorry. Nope, there, that one. We're at 24,000 feet. We're at our cruise, folks. Now, I did say I wanted to add a waypoint. Let's do that now, shall we? Okay, get our approach. So, let's go to plan mode here. Go to 10 miles out. And let's go into legs. Step, 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 step. Step, step. Yeah. I've got to zoom out a bit. Where's our problem? Oh, I see there is a problem here. Here and here looks like a problem. I want this to join up here. Is that going to be discontinuity there? No. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's assume that works. Here's our problem here. So, that turn is too sharp. It's going to cause problems. Possibly. So what we're going to do, get a waypoint up here, I hope. Let's call the waypoint. We've got to select I don't know how it does this now. I've only done this once, and that was under supervision from Robert Times, who is our tutor, right? So he's not here today, it looks like. So I remember, don't worry. So I'm going to take it from where I want it. So I'm going to copy Olsen. Then what I'm going to do is I want from, we'll say that heading there would be about right here. That would be 270, 300-ish. Let's say 310 degrees. 310 degrees. Then you put in the slash. You put in 7 miles. Right, I'm going to put that in above Olsen. Hang on. C114. Let's just zoom in a bit here. It's not giving me. No. See, I was lucky there. Right. Above CI14. So put it here. Done it. Execute. Now, this is discontinuity, that's fine. Copy this and paste it here. And execute. Oh no, what's happened now? What are all these turns for? Step, 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 step. How can I get rid of him? Why is it showing me Lemex there? Oh yeah, okay, because I zoomed in too much, that's why. So Lemex is fine. Step. This is a mess. Oh, it won't make the turn. That's why, I bet you. Let me put the camera back on there. It's not going to make the turn. Right. There's a delete button there, so I can delete that one. I need to think here. I'm going to go a bit quiet here for a moment. What's it doing? It's in Olsen 01. Okay, I see it's named it itself. Olsen 01, I need to delete that. When I create, that's fine. Is there a delete key here? There is. Delete Olsen 1. Execute. Right, there's the discontinuity. Get rid of him. Enter. So it's not going to get. It won't make the turn from Lamex to Zoo. So I'm going to delete Lamex. This will fix all our problems actually. I'm going to delete Lamex. Execute. Keeps setting me back there. Put that one to there. Execute. Now let's see what we have. Let's zoom out a bit more here. No, I don't like that. So now this one here is problem. Now I know there's hills and mountains around. We'll worry about that when we get to it. Alchem AMIKI. Get rid of him. This one. Let's get rid of this one. Delete, delete, delete. Execute. Gonna have discontinuity. What you'll see what I'm doing now. Bear with me. Yeah. Where's the discontinuity? Oh, I have to go back a page. I hate when it does that. So go step, 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 step. Okay, I'll copy you and go back to the previous page and paste there. Execute. Now what should I have done here? I got rid of a whole load of them. Now you'll see if I zoom in. We have a very long final, so we've skipped all that shite around here. They can make the turn, right? And we have a nice long final from here. See what I mean? That'll do. That's about 10 nautical miles. See what I've done there? Flying Michi saying, don't know. Whether it's Zurich isn't so great, says Flying Michi. Great, he goes delete, delete, delete. Yeah, delete everything. Should be landing in LSZH per the weather at Zurich, says Lim Bracketeer. Could have changed. Good point, Lim Bracketeer. So, that could happen. So, what we could do... Now, my weather is giving me feck all winds at Zurich. Right? And I'm taking it off the real world weather, which should be... I think it's only about 10 minutes behind the flight sim, which is nothing, really. It's giving me... The winds is, at the minute, 240 at 10 knots. You know, the active runway, in all fairness, is, though... It's not 14, it's the opposite runway. I'll take the tailwind. Take the tailwind, or am I copping out? Let's go with 2 around departure. See, the problem here is now, this is a lack of knowledge on my part. If I change the arrival, which star do I select? How do I know which star to select? So that's just a knowledge gap on my part. So, you know, I don't have the charts. I'll have to ask someone. I'll have to find that out. So I could take a tailwind with 14 knots or whatever, but mostly are vectored in anyway, so you know. But Lippstadt, you're absolutely correct. You never land with a tailwind, but these you can if you have to. But I'm going to take it as the sim. But the wind is very negligible. It's terrible to just go around and have an adventure going around, no? There you go. It's hard to think. It's bizarre when I'm sitting here. I'm thinking every field, every house there, every road is like in the real world. Oh, let's get ready for approach, folks. Let's get ready for approach. Okay. Cruise, descent, engine instruments monitor. Okay, fuel quantity check, fine. Lights required. So we did, in all fairness, go above. You know, we're at cruise now. Let's release the passengers and all that kind of stuff. This was the safety belt sign here. Off, good stuff. And
ladies and gentlemen, you may rely
cruise.
your safety belt.
Agents airport information, just check that. Altimeter check. Q and H. Oh, I'll try and sort this yesterday here. So I want to change the Q and H. So he said just change it here.
Thank you.
No, he didn't. Hang on. No, I want standard here. Bear with me, I'm going to remember this now. Standard. Ah, okay, I get it now. What he said is, here's what I'm taking. The Q and H in Zurich is where 1013. Okay, I know it's down, but I just need to do this. So 1013. You just change it here, look. So it's down here. 1013. Can you see that? It's changing it down here as I move this button here. Right? Without having me to fuck up the flight. So 1013. So now all I do is hit that standard button on whatever, you know, just one press. I don't have to press it and then start swinging with the knob, you know. So that's nice. So that's done. Great. Happy days. Radios are not set, so let's get that done. So I don't like the singing ones. I want ambient music, please. Zurich, please. Lima, Sierra, Zulu, Hotel. Zurich. Coming into runway 14. And our frequency is 111.75. 111.75. 111.75. Switch switch that to ILS. Oh, shite. Okay, really good. 111.75. And activate. Great. 111.75 once. And it's easier here. 111.75. Boop. Twice. So 111.75, 111.75, 111.75. I'm just checking my chart here one more time. 111.75. Approach course 134. 134. So I'd like to change it in here. Another speed to our right here. What's your point? Yeah. Good, good. Our approach speed. That's someone else flying. Very, very. It crashed. Where was I? The approach speed. Approach. Approach. Let's go to legs here. Let's go to. Where was it? Over here. Nope. Nope. Oh, performance. Net ref. Index. Approach. There we go. We're going to take flaps 30, right? Put in there. If I may write that down, please. So we're going to take up 30 flaps at a 154 knots. So that's our speed for approach, 154 knots. Great. So 30 flaps. There is, who's that? Pegasus. Oh, Pegasus. Can you get the Pegasus? Oh, Pegasus. Great. So that's in. Now we minus mark, that's fine. I'll do it about that now. Good. Let's continue with the checklist. Localizer frequency, good. Oh yeah, of course, minimums. Don't even have to look at the checklist for that. Minimums, we are class C. We're doing ILS, we're going to do manual 1,602 feet, folks. So it's about 1,402 feet, no? 1,402 feet. 1,402 feet is the runway. There we go. So let's put that in as 1,602 feet. 1,602 feet. You see it down here? 1,000. Twisty, twisty, twisty. 1,602 feet. Twisty, twisty, twisty. You wouldn't want to be doing this in a hurry. 1,602 feet. Five, 602. 1,602 feet set there, folks. And that's our minimums. Great. What's next? Focus on approach course. De-ice. I'm not worried about that. Landing altitude. This is a descent. Recall. Yeah, that's all. It's the descent. Auto brakes required, and then pass the transition altitude. A transition altitude here will be 7,000 feet. So 7,000 feet. Trans. I'm probably not allowed to say that. 7,000 feet. Juicy Buttons is kicking off. I can hear flopping her ears. Juicy Buttons is much better now today, folks. I took her collar off. She did get. She's starting to lick her paw, but she's feeling better. Let's get rid of plan mode now before any confusion begins with that. Let's go back to map mode. We'll leave it at 40. So we're doing well. We're doing okay. Is there anything else I need to do here? Let's check everything. Let's go to menu. No. Net ref index. Everything's in index. So this takeoff approach. In here, we've done our flaps, alternate destinations, don't know about that yet. 111.575, that's correct. That's all good. Do you know? One thing I didn't do is the weather. Download the weather. That's okay. So for memory's sake, you can go to descent. There's another place you can do it as well. Cresting wings. Cresting wings for descent. Come on. Quite busy. Come up to stop descent now. Oh, I requested it. Didn't I? Watch out, grips this time, Mitchie. Let's get to the old shots there on YouTube. Know the forecast. So we got our winds now. That'll do. Thank you. We've got a crosswind of 56 knots, so we're going to have a headwind coming in a little bit. Let's see how we're doing for distance to Prague. Go to Prague, 99 miles to go. 99 miles to go, so we are at 24 by 3, 4, 8, 11, 12, 2, 4, 5, 6, 70 odd nautical miles before we descend. $72 nautical miles, so rule of thumb. So we got a little bit to go. So it's around 72 nautical miles we're going to start descending. Let's see how close I am actually, will we? So I'm going to write that down. 72 miles to approach. And it's about 15 miles away now for the approach. There you go. Anything I got to do up here? No. Everything fine. Nothing's bad's going to happen. Let's have a look outside here. I saw one of you flying around there very close. That's really cool. Where are you? Where'd you go? Look at that. Floppy D, you are a hero. You stopped the flashing. It was driving me demented. So blew him off. Turn your bloom off and that'll stop the flashing. I'll get rid of my face here for a moment if I may. There is a bit of danger coming up, folks, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to well, produce the buttons. Here. Gonna your paw. Here. Gonna treat. You wanna treat. You don't want to treat. Treat. Okay. I think she thinks I have one on me, but I don't. Come on, go and get a treat. Just going to get a treat for little Doc, because you know what's going to happen on finals. She'll kick off. And we don't want that. Okay, it's going to take 12 seconds to come back. Over here now. What's there? Yeah, produce buttons. Here's a little treat for producer buttons. There you go, producer buttons. I can hear the aircraft descending. Bugger, I've dropped everything. Oh my god. Let's get the can out here for a moment. Let's hop into the cockpit very quickly. I said 71 nautical miles, didn't I? Oh no, it's not descending. Oh, you dumbass! You dumbass, Gripper Sim. You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. 4,000 feet. Oh, wow. So we're going to be too high. Brakes are on. Now it's spooling back. I missed it. I missed the top descent. Okay, let's do it manually. Now we're going to get back on track. Okay, we're 800 feet only, right? So I did say 71. Was it? I wasn't too far off. 74. Okay. So I did miss it a little bit. So that's a bummer. Okay, now that looks okay to me. Let's get rid of vertical speed here and go back to VNAV. Now it will settle back on there. So I didn't make too much of a balls foot there, folks. See what I'm looking here? This is your... I can't zoom in anymore, unfortunately. Press VNAV 2x. We're okay now. Is it press VNAV twice? Mave 64, really? What happens if we do that? I don't know. Interestingly enough, we did say I'd like to have feet set for approach, which is... Stop that. Stop. Come on. Sticking our paw. I'll have to put the bloody comb back in her head again. 154 knots. So if I hit that now, I can set it to 154. I'm kind of guessing here. I don't know if this is the way to do it. But I know it's slowing down now as we talk, but do you see where I'm at? So I just want to make sure I got the right speed. So we're 20,000 feet, we're descending. We're actually on profile with that big Mumpty mistake there, and all is well. And happy days, folks. So we are now on the descent. Happy days. Let's have a look outside now. Let's tag up, see what we can see. So are you all going out this ride? Oh, I've missed loads of comments there on YouTube. Let me start with the comments here. Let me catch up. Ricardo, oh great. Ricardo says, Clappy D, thank you very much for helping out Ricardo there. You're a hero. Ricardo says 2 years experience here at Microsoft Flight Simulator. I love to join for group flight. Do, Ricardo. It's great crack. We fly on like this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 7 o'clock Irish UK time. And Sunday's the big one. Sunday at 9 o'clock in the Irish time at 9 o'clock in the evening. And it's all GA madness. There's no rules. We just have fun. We go from A to B. Colonel Fink has a flight plan. If we put the flight plan in the Discord in general and flight sim announcements, and I also Twitch it. I put it in Twitch or Twitters, and I put it on Instagram and Facebook. I don't do it for the midweek because I don't have the time to do all the, but during the week the flight plans, Ricardo, are they're put in the title, and I'm so long on the ground, we're so long on the ground anyway, I have loads of time to get ready. So it's great fun. And also as well, if you're watching and you're new as well to the channel, the Discord is great. Like, look, I could have gone onto the Discord there, right, when Clappy D says, right, they're flashing on your screen, just disable Bloom. I didn't know that. That's a huge resource. And I don't spend as much time as I'd like on Discord. Now, if I was doing this full time, great. I'd love to spend more time on Discord. The only real time I get to spend is not a lot, not enough time. Get those brakes off. God. But anyway, the Discord is great. Everyone helps each other. I'd like to be a bit more helpful on Discord, but I just don't have the time. All my free time's taken up doing the actual streams, you see. Do you know? But, you know, I'd love to have, you know, videos just like that. You know, Clappy D, a video, you get the flashing on your screen, you change it. 5-minute video. Do you know, on YouTube. And all that kind of stuff. But I'm in, look, I get to fly the real world in the little airplanes, which is great. And there's flying Mitch there he is. But the Discord, I have to tip my hat to you guys, the Discord. You know, everyone's so polite as well. 16,000 feet now. So do join us for cargo. And also, don't worry, right? Don't be thinking, because I'd be the same. I'd be the same. And I was the same. And I am the same. We'll be all coming in to land. And if I land, I'll try and hop out and watch everyone else land. And some people smash it up. Of course they're going to smash it up. We all learn lessons because, you know, a typical one is stalling on final because they're trying to do these crazy short field landings. And the wing will tip over and you crash. Don't be embarrassed. You know? I gotta get, you know, we gotta go back to, I think in the world tour, we're gonna get back to Papua New Guinea. And we're all crashing all left. It's hilarious. So, you know, and remember, in aviation, if anyone tells you any different, tell them to fuck off. There's no such thing as a stupid question in aviation. Do you know? No such thing as a stupid question. So all is well here. I'm going to activate the cameras again now shortly. Where am I? 14,000 feet. 4,000 feet. Can't see Pete New Zealand. You're not? It does that sometimes. I'm going to hit the button here now. It takes a while. Sometimes you won't see the tags closer to you and it's very annoying. Do you know? Let me see if I can see Pete New Zealand here. Is it Pete New Zealand on? I can't see any of you guys there. See? You know? I can't see any of you. So it'll take a while. I'll leave it on for a while and it'll pop up. Flying Midge can see Pete New Zealand. Okay, so there you go. There's Nighthawk down below. There's Flying Midge. Lib Rocketeers up above there. There's Pete New Zealand. I see him as in the 146 is up here. He's up here somewhere. Pete New Zealand's good. He got ahead of us because it's flying slower. You know? So we're all looking good. Let's keep an eye out now and let's not stuff this one up. I just realised it's an after takeoff checklist check I didn't do. Can anyone guess what I forgot to do? Can anyone guess what Gripper soon forgot to do? After takeoff checklist. It isn't written down and it's here. Good. So we put that up to 2. Right, for landing. Let's do something right from here. Oh, we're going to learn something here. Okay, put that to auto. So 12,000 feet. Is the music a bit too low? I'm going to put it up to, it's at 10 at the moment. It's actually 15. It's at 15 now. Let's see if it's 15 and go to the next song here. It's a little more. Let me know, right? If that's too loud, that's now at 20. Right? Let me know if that music's too loud. We could do. Let's have that set there. That's nice. Let's get the time right for the golden hour, folks. Sorry to have to change it manually, and we want the golden hour. I'm going to be coming in the golden hour just there. I want the golden hour. Let's put New Zealand there. Captain Samban. Nice one, nice one. Let's declutter now for the eye candy. 1,000 feet to go. great recorder. Nice one. Nice one. I'll always accept everybody, by the way, if you're new to the channel. I'll always accept your friend request. Always remember to don't go to Xbox. Don't friend me in Xbox. It has to be in Microsoft Flight Sim itself. Because you don't see me. And also you can spawn on me. So if you're late to a stream and you're flying whenever you're flying, if you look to the map on Microsoft Flight Sim in the main menu, you'll see me. You'll know hopefully where we are. You'll see me or one of us or a group of us. Right? Let's get the cameras going here. Recorder's going. It's 10,000 feet now. And you can spawn on us, which is great. Now it might kind of throw you into the air when it, you know, with no power start, but you can fix it, get out of it. Okay, we're coming up now. We're 9,000 feet. Let's get the landing lights on. Let's get the... Did you turn on the runway turn off lights? Let's see the checklist. 10,000 feet. Speed 250 knots. Is it? Yes, it is. It's 240. Landing lights on. Which is on. Splash signs. Folks, we're going to have to buckle up here now. We have to buckle up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be making our
Altimeter.
approach shortly.
We've checked that. Localized frequency. We've checked the localized. Why not check it again? We
We'll be
have.
offering more things shortly. Also, we would like
in
to
the
take
box
this time to thank you all of our
111.75,
subscribers and
111.75
members for
twice.
supporting our
Good.
endeavors. If you
21
are
nautical
not
miles away,
subscribed on
India
Twitter
Kilo
or
Lima is the
member on
identifier.
YouTube, please consider
Let's double check
joining
that.
in order to
And
secure
the
our
plates here,
adventures
Lima India
fair
Kilo,
in
that's
the
correct.
future. Thank you.
Course is set for a 134 set. Approach mode. We put it on now. I put it on now, right? Glides up live, gear down. Flaps. Now, I haven't done my rings, right, which is very bold. I know what you're thinking. Why was that? Because I was talking too much. Copy that. Go into fix, paste, and just /5 and /10. Good. Got our rings in here now. So, at the first ring, according to Robert, flaps 5, and at the 10 mile ring, flaps 1, get below 200 knots. At the 5 mile ring, flaps 5, gear down. Is it not flaps 15? No. Yeah, it's flaps 15 and gear down, and then the rest of the flaps at 30. Okay, we're descending. We're good. We are on the glide path here. That's great. We're going to take a left turn now shortly. Let's zoom in a little bit in our own thing here. Why did I hit TFC there? I didn't want to hit TFC. Good. Engines on to continuous. I just forgot to switch those off as well. They should have been auto. Now they're on continuous for landing. Landing lights are on. Next turn now we expect to get on the localizer. 5,900 feet. Let's go to the checklist, and we are now want to go to standard now. Oh, sorry, want to go to hectopascals, which happens to be 1013. Approach motors armed, glide slope good, flaps 50. Yeah, okay, the rest is done. Second order commerce engines, altitude. Yeah, the go around altitude you kind of set. I can't do that because it's going to be so busy because it's going to be manual. Landing here, check it out. Now, so let's go just see if we get any more comments there out of the old YouTube there. I know I missed a few. I'm actually approaching on some random Philip. I know it's the wrong way. Runway 14. We'll have a little bit of a tailwind, but let's see. We can go around. Alright. I haven't practiced my go-arounds procedures really. I'll just panic. Okay. So runway 14, and I know that's the wrong one. Limb rocketeer altitude there. Upside down with his gear up. Only joking. I could do. Okay. There's 10 miles, flaps 1. Flaps on, folks. Now, let's get that fucking speed sorted out. No, it didn't work there. Let's get that speed down below 200. We want to go to 154 approach, so I'm going to go to, I don't know, 180. No, let's go. Oh, we'll go moving fast here. Let's go down to our approach speed here now. We need some brakes here. Approach speed is to be 154. 154. 154. Good. Slowing down. Flaps. I'm going to go a little bit early here. I'm going to go flaps 15 and gear down. Here's coming down in transition. I'm going to keep my hand on the brakes now this time. That autopilot is so handy. See that little hill we're going over? What the hell? I know it's a little bit not happy with the speed. Come on, slow down, will you? Slippery machine, isn't it? I'm a little bit nervous about this landing.
I just want to tell you both, good luck. We're all counting on you.
No, slow down. A little bit early with the flaps. Now I'm going to go flaps 30. I'm going to remember we're in the right place. Flaps 30. Flaps coming down now. It's not enough time. They have it really quick, don't they? A little bit of a crosswind from the right. Not too much, about 10 knots. Tailwind maybe less than that. About 10 knots, I'd say. I'll take that. Remembering to take the speed brakes up before landing. Can I make this a good one for Friday? Can I make this a good landing? Recorder's on. Get a little bit nervous there, folks. 160. That'll do. Brakes off and armed. And disconnect the autopilot. So so busy there, I left the autopilot on for a while, didn't I? I know. Just stop barking at me. So I'm manual. Aircraft's mine. It's going to take me too high on the localizer. I'll just go with it. We've got loads of runway. Look at all the airplanes coming in here, folks. Look at all the lights. I love that. That is really cool, isn't it? It's telling me. It's going to tell me. It's going to give out to me in there a little bit about the glide slope. I'm not really concerned. Listen now for minimums now. Oh, we had minimums. Minimums. Where are you, minimums? Oh, minimums.
Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
Continue landing. Look at the aircraft taking off to the side. It's taxiing. I love it. It's taxiing far too high.
50. 30.
Eyes at the end of the runway.
20.
Straighten it up with the rudder. Wing into wind.
10.
That's right here, landing there. Oh, very nice. I like that crosswind. It worked, folks. It worked. Reverse on. That worked. It was very subtle, but I could feel it. So a typical crosswind landing. Straighten up our rudders and wing into wind. That's great. A little bit of braking. A little bit of braking there. There we go. 60 knots. Reverse is off. And we're golden. I think that was one of my best approaches so far on my second week of flying the 737, folks. Let's get that brakes off. It's going to stop the runway otherwise. Brakes are off. Flaps are coming up. And welcome, folks. Welcome to Zurich. That's fun. That is fun. I like that one. It happens very quickly at the end, doesn't it? It all kind of comes together. Now, what did I forget this time? Is there anything I forgot? I'm going to halt here. Very gently. Because I'm not going to keep moving. I'm going to clean up the aircraft. So flaps are up. Transponder. Transponder to standby. Flaps are up. Good. Speed brake. And lights. Switch off the landing lights. Runway turn off lights on. Taxi lights on. You can go to auto. You can go auto. APU. Come on. Let's check our checklist. After landing checklist. After landing checklist. Transponder off. Yeah. Flaps are retracted. Yeah. Gear speed brake is down. Yeah. Landing lights are off. Strobe lights are off. Of course. Blind people. Strobe lights. A bit awkward there. Which is off? Is it up is off? Or I don't know. Anyway, strobe lights off. Taxi lights as required. Anti-ice is off. We didn't use it. APU starting. Probe heat off. We don't need the window heat. We're not turning around today. Probe heat. Oh god, I didn't have it on in the first place. I didn't have the probe heat on. Engine start switch is off, which I just did. Or auto. It doesn't have an off switch. It doesn't have an off switch. Runway turn off lights on APO. Great. Okay, so that's the checklist. So a few mistakes were made. Right, let's taxi to a holding point here. Can I see anywhere? There's a few gates to the right there that seem vacant. Let's just take one of them, shall we? So there you go, folks. That was a little bit cleaner than the last week of learning this. I think that was a little bit cleaner. I sleep well tonight. I can't say that much. Hit F12 there. I can't say that was a little bit cleaner, do you know? Than the last 2 weeks. It's probably one of the best ones I've done. You know, considering really I didn't have a clue at all to start with at all. I still don't in a way. But we'll get there. The great news is today, Cloppy D, you're a hero. You've solved that problem that was driving me absolutely demented. And I googled it too. I obviously didn't put in the right search there. That's what happens. So I'm going to park somewhere in here now. I'll declutter just for eye candy purposes. I'm going to activate the screen. Space here. It's one up here. Look. There we go. It's those of them here. Take the next one here. Slowing down a little bit. Let's do this nicely now. We're going to go into, it looks like Echo 3-3. Going into Echo 3-3. Remembering the nose wheels under your ass. Adding a bit of power. Adding a bit of power. Can you hear the engines, folks? I'm going to replay this. I'm going to have to turn the engine sounds up. There we go. Oh, actually, no. That's not that line. It's this one here. It's got to be. It's got to be the... I don't know what that broken yellow line is for. That's leading me right into the gate. You can see here. There we go. There's a solid white line. Gate E53 there. No marshal. Go on. Remembering we're 20 feet in the air though. Go on. Go on. There we go. And press the brakes. Brakes on. And there we are, folks. We're at the gate. Happy days. Oh, ground services. Is that like an extra place? There we go, folks. We're golden. I'm going to do the replay next. Let's have a read of the comments. Let's go back up a bit here. Rico says, clear to land, Lufthansa. Thank you. So Brad Philip, Mike 172 coming in behind. Very nice landing since Copy D. Thank you, Copy D. We'll see now the replay though, you know. So Brad Philip, great landing. Thanks to Ricardo Valerico says, well done, Captain. Thank you very much, Ricardo. Great to have you on board, Ricardo, actually. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Ricardo there. So Miranda Phillip felt the wind a bit harder on landing in the 172. You would? But I actually got that. I have to tell you, I was complaining with the Airbus and Sim in general. Now, it wasn't such a strong crosswind. But it was typical what I do in the Cessna 150s is, and it's the same with these, a little bit of wing into wind, because you might hit that engine. See, these engines actually aren't very high above the ground. So, a little bit, we'll watch that in the replay, a little bit of, because you're crabbing down. You're not like this, because the wind's coming from, let's see if I can point from here. Right, so you want to point into the wind a bit, so it doesn't blow you off the runway. But then when you land, the wind's coming from here. When you land, you got to straighten it up, but then you'll be blown off the runway. Sorry, this way. You'll be blown off the runway. So you got to keep it on the runway and wing into wind a little bit. But then, of course, the disadvantage of that is could hit. I must ask. Could hit that. Look, that's feck all distance. So see how close I got. I don't think I hit We'll examine that in the replay. So thank you very much. Who else is saying there? Random Philip, look to your right gripper. My 162 is near your wing. That was earlier on, was it? Ricardo says, you are blinding the ground people. Switch off the lights. Yeah, you see, that's pissing me off now because logo light is... It's the position lights. Oh, the anti-collision light, that's fine. So that off? Is that off there? I need the rest on. Let's just see if we can strobe off. Oh, the light. Oh, what lights are on here? Oh yeah, I should have switched these off coming in into the fucking stand, shouldn't I? They should come off coming into the stand. No lights at all. Now let's make sure the lights are on. Let's make sure the strobes are off. Okay, so those strobes are off now. Alright. That's the wing light. I know that's on. So the strobe, just to confirm that position for the strobe lights. Right, because I know I should change the angle, but so that's off then for the... Here's the strobe lights here, right? So let's put it on position, strobe, and steady. Right, so that's the strobe light on there, right? That's off. Excellent. And down is steady. Not giving me anything. So the middle switch is off. Great. Thank you, Ricardo, for telling me that. Ricardo says, thank you guys. We'll try to fly together next time. Do indeed, Ricardo. Do you know? And if I'm flying something like this, yeah, I am during the week, you can take a jet or something, fly along. You don't have to do any of this stuff. Do you know? And a new subscriber. We have a new subscriber. Who is the? Oh wow! Flying Midgie's gifted a tier 1 sub to Kilo 559. Kilo 559, are you with us? Let's have a look here. See, Kilo 559. Flying Midgie, you're too generous. You're doing that all the time. You're very, very generous, Flying Midgie. Thank you so much. A hero of the channel, Flying Midgie, folks. Button certainly agrees. And happy days. Happy days to Flying Midgie. You know, and Clappy D as well, and Ricardo for joining us. Let's gotta get to 40 LOL, says Flying Midgie. Happy days, nice one. 40 subs, cool. Let's do the replay. Let's do the replay. We can chat the replay, shall we? Stop recording. And I'm gonna put the flaps down to where they were, 30 degrees. We're gonna do the replay. We'll do the takeoff as well. All right. The replay button. Takes a while to load in. Pause replay. It's just taking a while to load in there. Let's get a view outside. There we go. Now it's not sorted out. Let's move ahead a little bit. Okay. Let's do replay. Let's take off. Not a lot of distance. Just watch the tail here. Now, of course, the flaps weren't down. It's just a recorder. It doesn't record everything. Let's see if we get too close to the ground there. So it looks like 3 degrees per second. The normal for rotating is fine. But don't be jamming the control column back, isn't it? Do you know? Oh, that was very... Oh, okay. Alright, I did feel that was a little bit... Let's pause that there and have a look. Let's just get some daylight here so we can see what's going on. Let's get the weather a bit more bright so you can see what's happening. Let's get a shadow going here. Let's go back a little bit. That looked a little bit suspect to me. Now that I'm thinking of it, I do jack it back a bit. Now that was a few centimetres left. Alright. Can we do it half time? Can we do it half time? Is there a way to slow down the thing? No. Can we get a test flight? Here it comes. Oh, inches to spare. About a hand, maybe, or 2 hands lengths. Yeah, that's going to be a common problem with the old airlines, isn't it, folks? The old tail strikes. As opposed to replaying examiner landing now. There's a nice cruise there. The descent was almost as long as the cruise, folks. Let's load it in. Probably needs us postage job. Okay, let's get that. Oh, we're a good bit away, aren't we? Let's get our typical. We'll try it this way here. So we just get the actual touchdown, and then we'll examine. We'll examine the engine, how far it was away. I'm just going to bring us in a little bit closer. Okay. I will do one from the side. One from the side. I will examine that engine there. So I have been complaining, as you know, about the crosswind landings, and that worked really well there for me. Is it update 12? I don't know. Or it's the PMDG. Or probably between the PMDG and the update 12, maybe they did sort it out. It wasn't a strong crosswind. I did have a quartering tailwind. But you see the crab here. Let me get that angle here. So I see that crab there. That's where we are, right? So the nose is to the right to combat the wind. Right, we're crabbing it in. And at the last, when I was flaring, I straightened up the aircraft, the rudder, and wing into wind. And it just felt like it would in a Cessna. In a nice calm crosswind. So I'm very happy with that. Do you know? So okay, let's see how we did. Did I get the centre line? Wing. See, I turned it, a little bit of rudder. See that? That's the rudder. And wing into wind to the right side, and that was fine. It wasn't near the engines at all. See that last little bit there? Let's pause it and just go back. It's very subtle. It's very subtle. Not that far, I could percent there. Very subtle. What's this now? I'm going to put in, as it turned out, the left rudder. Right? It's going to be the left, so it's going to yaw to the left. As I see it, it might be to the right view because it's reversed in the stream. So there we go. I'm flaring and straightening it up. See that nose wheel there? And the left wing goes into the wind. And there we go. Happy days. I like that. That was... I'm really happy about that. Because if they fix that... I'm going to be delighted. Let's have a look from this angle here. Pause the replay. So is this engine cowling I was concerned about? Not cowling, but what's the term I'm looking for? Flying Midgie again, thank you very much for gifting a tier 1 sub to the community there. To Kilo. That's very generous of you. And that's okay, I'll change it. The lift dumpers. There we go. Loose. Firm. Landing. Oh, I missed the landing rate. What does the landing rate say? Let me just see their landing rate. Sorry, I do this for me now. No. Oh yeah, 264,000. That's not very accurate. Sorry, bear with me for a minute. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, let's settle. And resume replay. 464 feet per minute. I don't know if that's accurate. It could be. I don't know. Now let's have a look at the window. Oh! Shit, I screwed it up. Bear with me. I screwed it up. Let's do passenger view now, folks. Passenger view. Which side? See, it doesn't record the internals, which is annoying. Right window there. There we go. There we go. Passenger view. Some random Phillips is very nice. It is actually easier to land this than the Airbus, the Phoenix Airbus. I find I have more control somehow, or it could be that I changed to the 4090 because I got more FPS now. Because I have to confess, I was really getting worried there, and I felt really under pressure to get the 4090 because sometimes it was like 20 frames a second, and I could feel it was choppy, you know. And that was making it tricky. I think it could be. For 20 frames a second is fine. 24 frames a second is fine. But maybe, you know. But I did have the settings too high and had lots of other stuff. Now don't remember, when I say I got the 4090, I think it's not going to be just... It's not going to be... it's just my setup because I'm streaming. It eats the shit out of the GPU when you're streaming. So don't be thinking your 1080 is below power now. Don't be thinking that at all. It's just when you're streaming you need something fast, you know. But that could be it. Or it could just maybe be getting better at it. But where's the wobble for the flaps? Usually they kind of wobble a bit. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. It's possible to do. The road. No, that's a relief when you see the runway. And brilliant. That wasn't too hard at all. You know, I love the lift uppers. I love the way they have all the guts in it as well. Look at all the guts in there. Okay. There we go, folks. That was enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed it, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. No bad weather today. Probably for the best. Probably for the best. Do you know? So happy days, guys. Flying Michi again, thank you very much for gifting a cheer up to Kilo 559. And Ricardo, by the way, I almost forgot. Jesus, Ricardo Valrica. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Let me know. He super chat for £5. Thank you very much, Ricardo. Really appreciate it. Thank you. And by the way, Ricardo, all this, when everyone subscribes and stuff, or when they become members on YouTube and subscribers on Twitch, that goes into a kitty for sceneries. It's all for flight sim and any gear like graphics cards if I can ever afford them. It does help, and it goes towards the stream. Goes straight back into it. It's just separate to everything else. So thank you very much, Random Phillip. Thank you very much. Amazing stream, Gripper. He says thanks a lot. Have a great night. Same to you. Go out now, everybody, and get yourselves locked. Now go to the pub. Clappy D says before you leave, hit the like button, please. Yeah, do hit the like button, folks. Thank you very much, everyone. Flying Michi, thank you. So many of you there were hitting Clappy D as well. Clappy D, your hero, for saving the whole stream there with the twitchiness. And folks, it is Friday. We'll see you on Sunday at 9 o'clock Irish time, Irish UK time in the evening, for Crazy Madness on the GA with the World Tour with Karen McClink and Producer Buttons. And you know what, folks? I should let you go and have a great night out. And we'll see you very, very soon. Thanks a million. Ciao, ciao.